I restarted an old YouTube channel in September and I got an enormous shock when this happened. About the third video that I posted in this new time frame really took off, and it laid the pathwork for me to get 19,000 new subscribers in about 2 months. And believe me when I say that I'm as shocked as you are. But while this has been happening, I've learned some pretty valuable lessons along the way, and I want to share them with you. Especially if you're over 40 and you're interested in starting and monetizing a YouTube channel, I think these can be of particular value. So in honor of these 19,000 new subscribers, I've come up with 19 fast-hitting lessons that I think can really be helpful for you. And of course, I left the best ones for the end. Hey, I'm Diane. I'm 55. I'm a proud Gen Xer, and I started this channel to help my fellow Gen Xers and early boomers to find more ways to impact the world and to earn more income while they're doing it. All right, buckle up. We're going to hit a lot here. When I first started this new go-round on YouTube, I thought the most creative, out-of-the-box topics were the ones that would really kind of get the most attention, because who just wants to do the things that people are already doing? I was wrong. YouTube doesn't seem to reward creativity. My time and efforts would have been better spent really kind of researching the titles and the thumbnails that were being used for the videos that were getting the most views, and then take my own take on them with my own influence, my own stories, my own impact, my own viewpoints, and make them into a video that offers the same type of things, but is uniquely my own. Once I've started taking that route, I've definitely seen a lot of success. Now, as my channel grows, do I think I'll keep going on that route? Maybe. I might expand some once I get a little bit more comfortable that my viewers know who I am and know what to expect, but for now, I'm sticking with this. The very worst thought I could have in coming up with a topic for a new video is, what do I want to talk about today? Nope. For me to grow and monetize a channel, my always primary thought needs to be, what will my audience benefit from today? And then come up with something that's of real value when doing it. Honestly, as you, my viewer, I know that you don't care about my life that much, and I'm okay with that. I know you care about yours far more, and you should. And what you get from me should be worth your time and attention, and I need to reward that with giving you something that's going to be helpful and of value. You've got to start your video with energy and with something attention-getting. Not crazy attention-getting, but value-giving attention-getting. The first 30 seconds of your video are by far the most important of the whole thing. Why? That's when you as the viewer decide, okay, I'm going to give him a shot, or thumb scrolls up to see what else is available. Are there already dozens of videos on YouTube that talk about pretty much the exact same things that I'm talking about? Probably, but I've learned not to let that stop me. Why? Because people want to identify with the person that they're hearing from. So in my case, I'm focusing hard on making content for Gen Xers and early boomers. Why? Because I am one. I'm 55. And I, as someone in that category that's looking to build extra income and have more impact and earn through side hustles, then I think they're going to be much more likely to listen to what I have to say if I'm saying something of value than what somebody who is 22 saying about the same thing. Because I think there's an inherent trust level in somebody that you feel like you already have something in common with. So make sure your topics and what you're talking about is something that you understand, that you know about, that you're living through, and that people can feel like, yeah, they know what they're talking about, and I feel like I've got a little something in common with them. It's hugely important to YouTube to keep people watching. And that means when they finish one of your videos, you want them to have an appetite to go to the next one. Hint, I'd love if you do that. But using things like end cards, like the videos that pop up at the end of a video that you put on the screen, are hugely important. And I need to do a better job with that. I need to explain why this next video is of value and why I think it's beneficial to keep watching. I haven't done that well yet, and I think that's a big area that I need to improve. I'm seeing a lot of people comment that they are pushing themselves to put out one video a day, or they're taking part in a content challenge that's sort of pushing them towards that. And hey, if that's you and it's working for you, great. But I've kind of found that YouTube seems to like quality over quantity. And if you're pushing out a video per day just for the sake of doing that and meeting that goal, are you really putting something out that's of value? If you are, great. But if you aren't, then I'm not sure YouTube is going to be like, yeah, we're going to push this out to more people the more that you put out there. I'm choosing, because I have a full-time job, I can only really commit to one long form video a week, because I want it to be something that's valuable for my viewers. I want it to be something that's of decent quality. And I think if I tried to do more than that, both of those would go down, and I don't want to do that. So if you're focusing on, oh, the more lines I put in the water, the more chances I have of something to take off. Okay, I get that. And I think that's partially true. But if you do that and you can't really uphold the quality standards that your audience is going to think that this is something worthwhile, then I'm not sure that's the best route. So I started posting on this channel again in September, and are my first videos in that set pretty crappy? Yeah. And I don't like that, but I'm living with it because we have to start. I firmly believe that we just learn as we go. In the last 2 months, I think I've gotten better at things like improving my editing, though I really am trying to keep it simple, and I just use CapCut on my phone, and writing better titles. And honestly, I'm really working on just upping the quality of my content so you feel like the time that you give to my videos is worthwhile. That means the world to me. So you can't get any better if you don't start. So if you're thinking about getting started with a channel, just start, and you learn as you go. You improve as you go. And if your first ones are crappy and you look back at them, someday it'll give you a good laugh. At least that's what I'm hoping. I encourage you not to be overly cutesy or creative when you're coming up with titles for your videos. Titles really matter. They're the primary way that YouTube is going to match your video as a potential for somebody when they're putting in search terms to find what they're looking for at that instant on YouTube. So titles, I think, are going to be the biggest way that somebody decides this video is worth my time to click on. Now, in saying that about titles, I'm sure you immediately think, well, then thumbnails are important too. And that's true. I've been testing different kinds with the videos that I've been posting just to see what seems to be the most connecting. But honestly, the video that I have now that has, at this point, more than 170,000 views and seems to be growing every day is one that I forgot to put a specific thumbnail image on when I posted it, and it started getting views. And it's just a still that YouTube grabbed of me with my mouth open talking on the video, and now I'm scared to death to change it because I have a video that has over 170,000 views and still growing. So yes, thumbnails are important, but in my circumstance, I'm like, I'm not sure they're the most important because I don't think that's the most attractive attention-getting thing for somebody to click, but people are, so I'm leaving it be. Concentrate on your titles first. When you start getting views, all of a sudden you have a lot of people reaching out to you. People who say that your thumbnails are all horrible and they create a really weird AI distorted view of your face and put it on a thumbnail and say, try this. Or you have people who have really kind of strange software and they want you to try it out and make a video about it. Or you have some really cool ones that come in too. And that happened to me with FlexiSpot. They sent me a product and asked me to give an honest review, so I'm doing that. I hope you'll let me take a short break from telling you what I've learned and just let me share this with you, but then I promise I'll be right back. Excuse me while I get a little bit more comfortable here. This is the FlexiSpot recliner. It's an XL6 recliner from them. They sent me this chair, and I put it together. Comes in like 3 big pieces, and then has a few wires to attach, but really easy to put together. And I'm really impressed with it. It's very comfortable. A lot of nice features that kind of set this apart, I think. It has a dual motor that you can handle the legs and the back separately. I know, just having purchased some recliners with my elderly parents in the last few years, these were things that I think would make life a lot easier for them to be able to control their feet and the back separately with that. And then also has the very nice features of massage and heat too. I got the tall version. You can see there's a couple versions to choose from on their website. I'm about 6 feet tall, and I know when I've sat in other recliners that sometimes they don't come up high enough and I can't really lean my head back. But this is great for me, and I believe the weight limit on this is like 440 pounds. So I'm using this remote to show the lift function of the chair too. Within the last couple of years, my family and I went together to buy a lift recliner for my elderly father. He definitely has some mobility issues and some difficulty standing up. And I believe we spent at least $2,000 for that chair, if I remember correctly. But this XL6 just lifts up so nicely to be able to get up, and it's got a price point starting between $500 and $600. A few other special options that I think really kind of heighten the quality on it. Has an adjustable headrest on it, so you can make your neck as comfortable as possible with whatever angle. Push it forward. You can hear the clicks of options. You want to put it all the way back, push it all the way forward and it comes back. There's a nice lumbar pillow you can put behind your back if that's going to help you. And then these days, there's never enough ways to be able to charge our phone. So I just have a cord here. The end of the lift remote has a USB plug on it. So you just plug that in, and while you're sitting and watching your favorite show, you can also be on your second screen watching YouTube, of course, and plug in and charge your phone. So I asked my friend Levon, who is significantly shorter than me, she's 5'3", so she can see a height difference within, this is the tall version of the chair too, but if you have anybody in your home that would also be using the tall version, they're going to be fine, I think, just with the comfort level with shorter too. And she's also demonstrating, I've never seen another recliner do this. This recliner goes almost all the way flat, which I just think that's great. If you want to take a nap, it's just going to be super comfortable. I've checked out all the features on this chair, and I have to say, for the price point especially, this is just a nice chair. Us Gen Xers, many of us have elderly parents that are really moving into mobility issues. I think if you're thinking of holiday gifts, moving into the new year, this could be a great option for him. FlexiSpot was kind enough to give me a discount code. I have it up on the screen now. If you use that, using the link below that's down in the description, you'll get $50 off one chair and $100 off two chairs. Don't shy away from getting one for yourself. I am gonna just go ahead and turn on this heat and massage and enjoy the rest of my day. All right, we're back at it. Hey, don't feel like you have to memorize everything you're going to say or have everything in your head for the entire video when you start. That's a lot to deal with. I make a general outline of what I'm going to cover in my video, and then I record it in short segments and kind of just look at the outline as I go to get in my head for the next part. If I tried to do the whole thing at once, I would fail miserably. So I encourage you to take that approach. Now look, I don't have any way of proving this, but I think it might have been an advantage for me to post videos on an old channel in this new season where I'm seeing this explosive growth. If you look, my first set of videos on this channel were posted primarily in 2019, and then I posted some short ones since then that just kind of gave an update on that. So in September, when I started posting again, I just kind of reinvigorated this old channel and started posting on it again, and I didn't delete any of my old videos. I think there might be an advantage that YouTube already knew that this was, in essence, a trustworthy channel, that I wasn't a bot, that I wasn't going to go something that was going against, or I wasn't likely to go against their terms of service, and that they felt more comfortable kind of pushing traffic to it earlier than maybe a brand new channel. So I offer that to you. If you have a dusty old channel somewhere and you want to start again, maybe pull that old channel up and go from there. Now you might be saying, but Diane, I don't have a dusty old channel. I understand. Now again, I can't prove this, but I've heard a couple of people who know far more about YouTube than I do suggest that when you start a new channel that you not post on it right away. Instead, you take a week, or maybe even preferably 2, to use that channel to view videos that are in the niche that you expect to talk about and some of the topics that you expect to cover, and use that channel to like and comment on those videos so that it kind of gets the traffic associated in YouTube's mind of what your channel is about, even though you're not posting anything yet. So again, that helps YouTube to know that you're a real person and not a bot. I can't prove it, but I would say that that is definitely something worth trying before you start posting, just to kind of get your channel and YouTube's mind a little bit oriented in what you're going to eventually go for. All right, here's my shortest one, but I'm not done yet. Putting a lot of tags in your description when you post a video on YouTube appears to be a complete waste of time. I know this one's a little bit touchy, but I gotta say it. Look, not everyone's going to agree with you. Not everyone's going to think what you post is correct. Not everyone's going to like what you have to say. And for some reason, some of these people feel the need to leave rude and ignorant comments on your videos, telling you all those things and maybe not the greatest words. But you'll live. You'll be fine. You can delete the comments. You can block those people from having further access to your channel. And you can just go on and pursue success with your YouTube channel and not let those people be the ones who potentially block it. Look, I'm 55. I'm too old to even care about these things anymore, and I'm kind of turning it into entertainment value. So please, just keep pushing on. Don't let these people win in your head. All right, I've got a few left, and I think they're going to be some of the most valuable for you, so please stick with me. But I do just want to say this as one. Look, I know it's unusual at best to get 19,000 subscribers in 2 months when you're just kind of restarting an old channel. I don't want to be a jerk about this. I know there are many of you that are putting in the work, and man, I have respect for you. Every week you're doing the work, you're posting videos, you're getting better, you're honing in on your audience and doing all the things. So I'm not 100% sure why mine had to be the one that YouTube kind of just said, okay, we're going to push and give some numbers to. I mean, I'm thankful, but man, I respect the ones of you that are playing the long game, and YouTube seems to like to play the long game a lot. So just keep going. Please don't let anything thwart your success. Hey, if you're starting a channel to really help people with what you're offering, here's the most important thing you have to do. You have to care about these people. You have to see them as real people, because they are. And, you know, people on YouTube, they might be looking for entertainment, but a lot of people are looking for things that inform them and educate them and encourage them. So please take seriously what you're coming up with as video topics as something that is for them, that's to encourage them, that's to help them meet a goal that they haven't yet met, or to solve some issue that's really been a sticking point for them. Look, we're in a position to bring encouragement with what we have to share and to help people's lives. So let's take that seriously. We all certainly need all the encouragement we can get these days. People who leave comments on your videos, by and large, deserve to get a reply back from you. Now, look, we talked about that some of them are going to be stupid. Ignore them. But the ones who are asking questions and leaving specific comments and leaving feedback, they deserve to hear back from you. Make it a priority. Honestly, one of the things I love the most about having a channel is the opportunity just to interact with the comments. I love the insights you share, and I love being able to encourage the ones who need encouragement. So take them seriously. Just reply to the comments. Just to wind up here, thanks for sticking with me. I hope you found these things valuable, but here's the most important one. Your audience is the most valuable and important thing about your channel. Not because the fact that they give you views to help you get monetized. Not because they add up in subscriber counts to help you feel accomplished or something. Your audience is the most valuable because they're people. They're people who, in my case, my audience, they want to earn extra money to be able to save for retirement. They're people who want to try new things and they don't know how to do it. And they're people who know that they have things of value to share, but they're not quite sure how to go about it. So I'm creating videos to help you, to help my people, my audience, succeed. And I just want to encourage you that when you have a channel, that you have an opportunity to help people find success. You have an opportunity to help people overcome obstacles. You have an opportunity to help people feel more encouraged and hopeful in what they're trying to do. So if you're growing a YouTube channel just to hit that magic number of where you can apply to get monetized for your channel, well, good for you, but you're doing it wrong. I hate to say it that way, but if that's your goal, it's too small of a goal. Your goal is to help people. Your goal is to help people to feel encouraged that they can go on with something that might have been a sticking point for them and has stopped them. So my people, if you're with me and you're watching the end of this video, thank you. The community aspect of this channel has been far more than I ever expected it to be. And I really appreciate you sticking with me, and I'm really going to do all the best I can do in the future to help keep providing value for you and help encouraging you and help you get past the blockades and help make your life better by what I share. So thanks, but always keep in mind your audience is people and you have the opportunity to help them.